For example, in a world of DVRs, we no longer sell advertising based on how many people watch a show. Instead, we focus on how many people watch the commercials when the show aired, and then up to 3 days later. Consumers have more access to VOD, so we're putting more of our content on that platform. Now, last summer, we made previews of Disney Channel's Camp Rock available through our Disney On Demand VOD service, 3 days before it aired on TV. And when the movie premiered on Disney Channel, more than 10 million people tuned in. And that made Camp Rock the #1 entertainment program on cable last year. The advent of mobile video gave us even more ways to serve our consumers. Our content now reaches wireless customers on VOD and on a linear cast to Sprint and AT&T customers here in the US. And to serve the millions of people watching TV shows online, there's ABC.com, our full episode player, the gold standard of online viewing experiences. The player has delivered more than 500 million episodes to viewers so far, along with more than 1 billion ads. We've also taken a leadership role internationally, working with new partners to give consumers access to our content on digital platforms around the world. We closed actually more than 50 new media deals abroad just last year alone. Disney Channel's partner in Singapore, StarHub, is a great example of the kind of collaboration and innovation required to super serve our consumers. Since kids will follow content from platform to platform and back again, StarHub serves these young media stacking consumers with Disney Channel content on a linear channel, a VOD service, and a mobile loop service. You know, it's hard for me to believe that just 3 years ago, we were still debating the possibility and the wisdom of putting TV content on other platforms. And today it's so commonplace to see people using different devices to watch content that it's as if this technology has always existed, as if we've always had these options. Time shifting and mobile viewing are now part of popular culture and, more importantly, consumer expectations. And these days, consumers have got to be our top priority because we're literally following them into the future. And they're teaching us a lot. When we announced our intention to sell content on iTunes, we upset a lot of people. But it was a new way to give consumers what they wanted, so we moved forward. Just a few months later, with the launch of our ABC.com full episode player, we learned our consumers are willing to accept commercials in exchange for free content. In fact, free content is very popular. Let's face it, free is popular. We now count the number of episodes delivered through iTunes so far in the tens of millions. And we count the episodes streamed on our ad-supported player in the hundreds of millions. Both of these models are successful because they deliver a great viewing experience. Consumers get great content delivered with a simple user interface that makes these platforms extremely easy and reliable to use. As we learn more about what works on these new platforms, we're sharing that knowledge with our advertising and our distribution partners. Our new Ad Lab is part of that effort. It's a state-of-the-art research facility studying consumer behavior and responses to media, advertising, and new technology. The lab officially launched in Austin, Texas last month, and we're looking forward to learning more about our consumers and to sharing that information with our partners. ABC's short-form series, based on the network's comedy Ugly Betty, is a great example of content and opportunities that work on new platforms. Sponsored by Merck, Mode After Hours launched online at abc.com in September to give Ugly Betty fans a little something extra. More than 10 million people watched the 6 weekly episodes of this original online content, making it our most successful short-form series to date. Here's a quick look at Mode After Hours.
I'm all about trying new things. I've got the crazy side in me, but Cliff wanted to try grape, and I think the only fruit flavor that I should be tasting down there is... What was that?
Oh my God.
What just happened?
Oh my God. We're gonna die. Mark, we're gonna die.